Oh, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. It is Saturday. I'm going to sit here and invite people. I'm going to hit invite, see who I can catch. 8:14 in the morning. I have been up since 5:30. I've been on the road since 6:30 because that's how I roll. Good morning. I'm inviting people, so I'll see who it is that's online in just un momento. It's weird. It's like the same few people. I feel like I need to sort of drum through and anyways, okay. Who's on? Kat, good morning. How are you? Who else is on? It says it's 2. So while I sit here and eat my oatmeal, I want to just say a quick good morning. And I can't believe it's already into the second weekend of September. This morning, by the way, if you're going to be on the road, I'm not sure when it'll clear up, but there was a huge fire on I-5. A big rig caught on fire southbound I-5 right at the 50-80 connector. Okay? Like, you can see it if you're exiting from downtown going north on 5, like you're going towards the airport, and it just backed up forever. And luckily my mom was up this morning when I was up, right before I left, about 6 o'clock this morning. I saw it on the news. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Andre. I saw it on the news, and I'm like, oh my God, a fire. Okay, I'm totally going to avoid that place like the plague. Kat says, good morning. I'm writing a paper on God and his creation and figured I'll listen to your rant for a while I do it. Oh my gosh, really? That's really cool, Kat. And good morning, Andre. I miss you. So thank goodness for seeing that, because my first pickup today was a gentleman going to the airport from Stockton Boulevard from the Med Hotel. There's a hotel across from Sutter. Is it Sutter? Not Sutter. Is it Sutter? That's Sutter. Anyhow. So I cut through downtown. There was no way the app took me 80 to get to 5, and I'm like, that's not even going to be pretty. So I cut through downtown to catch that, and luckily I did, because it was backed up of people rubbernecking to see the remains of the rig that was on fire. So I'm eating oatmeal. I've been starting really early. You're sitting at work, not doing much, Andre? I'm getting ready to go back on the road, but I figured I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 birds with 1 stone and eat my oatmeal. You know, I was so excited. If you guys saw the post, Lyft sent me a jacket to thank me for completing 1,000 rides. I'm actually up to 1,200 by now. And they wrote like this really awesome card. And the jacket is top notch. Like, I thought, I remember seeing in the Uber and Lyft of Sacramento Facebook page that I belong to talk about how when you get 1,000 rides, they give you a jacket. And I was like, that would be cool. I probably wouldn't wear it anywhere else but when I'm driving, because winter's coming up. But did you see the pictures? That shit is legit. It's like, it's a totally quality jacket. The style is totally what I would wear. Totally would go with my new Pumas that I just bought, my black and white Pumas. And like they have, so the Lyft logo, but it's not bright pink. Like I thought it would be bright pink, and it's not. Just a gray and black. Good morning, Lori. Hi, Connie. Hi, Connie. And, oh, now I miss bread and ham. I miss the twins. And so the logo's gray and black. And then on the sleeve, it has 1K for 1,000, like in a circle brand. And it's the collar on the back that has the pink lift. And then it says 1K. Like, it's so fucking legit. But and I love getting things like that. And they're like trophies of accomplishment. But what I really appreciated was how much Lyft appreciates their drivers. You know, too many times when I have passengers and we talk about their feelings on their differences between Uber and Lyft. Hi, Renee. Obviously, the people that are in my car aren't fans of Lyft or Uber. That's why they're in Lyft. Like, I'm sure there are people that are fans of Uber, but most of the people that are riding with Lyft, and at least in my car, are not fans, because they have poor customer service. Their background checks are next to nothing on the drivers. A lot of the drivers, from what I hear, have attitudes, are usually on drugs or alcohol when they're driving and picking you up. Some of them are just eating like pigs. Like, I'm not kidding you. This is direct feedback. That's why I'm eating now. I'm not going to eat this while I'm driving. And they always say how much they appreciate. They've always, I mean, for the most part, their Lyft drivers are really pleasant and professional. And I know I strive to be that. But when your company backs you up, that's really where it's at. I mean, Lyft has really great customer service. You can email them and they'll respond within an hour. If it's a situation that requires a phone call, they'll send you a phone number to call. But the reason that I drive, so the number one question people ask me when I go, yeah, I drive for Lyft. Number one question, is it good money? Do you make good money? Because we're driven by money, aren't we? Aren't we driven by money? We have bills to pay, mortgages to cover, gas to put in our tank, food to put in our bellies, and it all usually requires money. And I'll admit, when I first started driving for Lyft, it was for the money, because I'm saving up money for some big changes that are coming up in my life in the next 6 to 8 months, which you'll get to find out about soon enough. It's getting closer to that. I think I've been teasing you all about this since, what, June? Give it another month and give it like, maybe around October is when I'll start talking about it. You'll know, but there's a reason why I'm busting hump and doing all these drives, you know, in between writing for the Women's International Music Network. That's the main hub of what I do, that I earn money for. So both schedules obviously are flexible, but so the original reason was the money. Good morning, Grandmaster. Wait, are you tuning in from Hawaii? Because you're in Hawaii right now, right? Which means it's 5:30 in the morning. The main reason I realized it flipped, the main reason that I like driving for Lyft is all the people that I meet. All the humans that I get to connect with. I've been very blessed. 99% of my people that I pick up are amazing. 1% have been kind of weird and sketchy, but I think it's just because they're shy. One of them I'm pretty sure was a prostitute. I didn't ask her. All I know is I'm never going to the Econo Lodge off of Northgate ever again. I still was professional to her, and she was nice to me, but I'm pretty sure she was prepping for her point in my backseat, shaving her pits and everything. So I'm pretty fucking sure she was a hooker. Anyhow, because I treat everybody with happiness and respect and professionalism, because that's how you should. And I tend to get it back. You get what you give, right? But man, I tell you, like a third of my clientele, I'm jealous that you're there. Whenever you get back, I need to follow you to find out when you get back. I really need to come into town and see everybody. I swear I missed the family. I'm still super bummed that I could not believe I missed Little D's freaking graduation party. I know I was supposed to MC that too, and I feel so bad. I love you guys more than words can ever say, seriously. In fact, I got some news about martial arts. Hold on a second. Should I segue into that in case you stop talking? So get this. I'm going to post this, Grandmaster. Sam and I, my daughter Sam, we just signed up to do an acting workshop, because we both belong to four-year casting for movies, and we were advised to take up this really quick acting workshop so that we can qualify to do auditions for speaking roles in a movie that's about to be filmed here in Sacramento on martial arts. I've worked with four-year casting last year. I was an extra in the movie Stranded that was filmed here in Sac. Sam and I both were extras in the movie Mama Boy that was filmed here 2 years ago in Sac. Sam was the featured extra, so every scene she's in, you see her like in 9 scenes. It's awesome. And our names and our pictures are in the credits, right? So Sam, the acting thing she wants to do for a living, me, it's nice on the side. So anyhow, so the movie is about, it's going to be called Notorious Nick, and it's about he was born with one hand, the fighter, but he's won belts and shit. So they're doing a movie about him, and Sam and I are going to audition for speaking roles. I was clear to just be like sparring. In fact, that's why I need to be dieting, because auditions and filming, I think auditions are the end of October, or filming is the end of October. Either way, I need to be starting to be fit by October. And so, but the agency kind of wants me to audition for the judge of the fights, which is speaking roles. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to be Grandmaster in a movie. Like, that's how I looked at it. So Sam and I are going to be in a movie filmed in Sacramento here on martial arts. And I thought it was really cool. I just networked with one of the workshop teachers yesterday, talked to them on the phone. We start the classes tomorrow. It's like that quick. Anyway, that was a really cool sidebar thing. Nuh-uh. Wait, Little D was in 13 Reasons? Wait, the first season or the second season? I know they had auditions for the second season of 13 Reasons off of Netflix. You all know what we're talking about, right? That series about the girl in high school who committed suicide and then put all those notes out for the students to, or not notes, but the cassette tapes to listen to. Is it the second season? Is Little D in the second season? Because I'm so stoked about that. If not, I'll go back and watch the first season and I'll look for him. You need to let me know. Anyhow, that's my family, by the way, guys. David Amakuchi, who's in here, is Grandmaster Amakuchi, who has taken over our family's dojo. He's been teaching there for the last 25 years, I think it is, right? Grandmaster? My family school out of Fairfield, Tony Ramos Kajakembo. So I have a background in martial arts since I was 6. And I've trained under Grandmaster. I've assisted in teaching classes. Like, I've got the background. So that's why I'm stoked about this movie. Anyhow, the second one, awesome. That's great. Good to know. So going back to the Lyft thing, meeting awesome people. At least a third of my clientele are people that have moved here to Sacramento from the Bay, from LA, from Washington, D.C. You know, and so I get to ask why. 2 reasons. It's either job moved them here or they can no longer afford to live where they're at. That whole thing happening with Sacramento, with everything moving up the ladder, right? So the Bay Area and San Jose are buying out homes here in Sacramento. And LA has got the worst rent crisis in the nation, and all of them are moving up to the Bay, which is forcing people who are from Sacramento to Oregon, because the people from Sac are so used to a certain level of affordability, and now it's been hiked. It's been doubled. So it's kind of a weird change that's happening in the last 6 months into the next year. 30 years of training. My goodness. Where does the time go? Oh, that's right. 87. That's right. But I started with you in 90. So you have trained me for 27 years. That's huge. See, this is where you're like the most important man in my life right now, Grandmaster. I'm saying this all on the net for everyone to see. Grandmaster David Amakuchi is the most important man in my life. Second to that is my ex-husband. Why? Because he's the father of my child. Anyhow, the other reason is I have met some really amazing people from other countries. Some of them who have been visiting here because of work. I met a woman from Nigeria and a man from Cambodia about a month and a half ago. They were part of a team of, I think she said 1,400 employees that are in Africa that came to work in 49 of the states here on renewable energy in general, right? SMUD, that kind of stuff, and kind of learning about it and brainstorming ways to improve on it. So they've been placed in the 49 states, and they were here for 6 weeks. So when I picked them up, they're gone now. They ended up they all met back at Washington, D.C. before going home to Africa. And their accents are just incredible. And so I picked them up from the Ard Mall to take them back to Davis, because a bunch of them were staying in the Davis dorms when school was out. So I got to learn about their culture. I asked about what it was like for women in Africa. What is it like in Africa? I get to hear firsthand from the people from the countries what it's like, what their economy is like, what their infrastructure is like, what their society is like, and importantly for me, how women are treated. Firsthand from their mouth to my ear. Not media, not me researching stuff, from them. I met a woman who's from Egypt. I think you saw I posted that in my status probably 3 weeks ago. She lived there from the time she was 9 till she was 19. She's in her mid-20s now. She has family there, so she visits all the time. I learned firsthand what it was like. Nothing can replace what I'm gaining from driving for Lyft. All these people that I get to connect with. I knew Brandy Robinson Livingston. You have a long name, Brandy. Hi, Nikki. What's up? Mary. She is an incredible singer, songwriter, blues, jazz style. And she was actively seeking horn section for her band. She posted it on Facebook, right? She's looking for sax players, trombone players, a horn section to expand her band. Would you believe the next morning, at like 5 a.m, I pick up a young gentleman who belongs with the Brass, City of Brass. Is it City of Brass? Wait, hold on. The card's right here. City of Trees Brass Band. I pick him up because he had been partying all night, and he's a for hire saxophone player, and he plays all levels of sax, and he has like so many sax So saxophone. So not only does he play for City of Trees brass band, but he gets hired out to other, and he travels even the world. He gave me a card. So I snapped a shot of it, sent it over to Brandon, go, hey, here's a really good connection for you to find the brass for your band. I get to do things like that. Happens all the time. This interaction. I'm huge on networking and connection. That's like my gift. So that's really the main reason I love doing Lyft. You know, I get to put that out there. It's freaking fracking phenomenal. So what are you all doing this weekend, by the way? Did you see that I posted the other day or last night? I went and bought rum because I'm going to a party later today with my gays. They're hosting a pool party. And the non-alcoholic drinker here discovered mojito gummy bears that they were selling for a short while at Starbucks. Mojito gummy bears. And I got the thought in my head, ooh, I should make alcoholic ones. I just got to figure out a party to go to so people can try them because I don't drink. And now I have the party. So I went and bought the rum last night. And then I put the gummy bears out, and they've been soaking since last night in the rum that I'm going to bring to the party today. Problem is, I left all 3 bags in my car for a minute. So like one bag, the gummy bears were fine. But by the 3rd bag, it was a complete just blob of gummy. So I had to take scissors, and I cleaned the scissors. I sterilized the scissors, and I had to cut it out. So one batch will look like crystals, like spiritual crystals, but they're really mojito and rum soaked gummy bears. I know, whatever. They're going to look like shit, like half of them, but they're going to taste fucking phenomenal, I'm pretty sure. I will live that. I will go live later today at the party so you all can see what they think of it. I ate a couple before I soaked them, and they actually tasted pretty good. I know, mojito gummy bears. What? Mary, you're going to the air show at Mather. There's an air show today. Ooh, that's good to know. I bet you people will need Lyft rides to and from. What time does that start? Give me a hint. Rum yum. I like that. So I'm going to be driving all weekend to make up for the times that I wasn't driving early this week. As you know, Monday I went sea-doing at Folsom Lake. And Tuesday I had to take my stepdad back to Martinez to do follow-up for his, he had double cataract surgery. And then Wednesday I drove to LA for a day to see Pink up front, close and personal. Like it was 20 hours round trip. So I was only able to drive Lyft early in the morning those days. So to make up for my numbers, I have to drive all fucking weekend. And then tomorrow, Sam and I have the acting class. But that's only 2 hours stint. Ooh, another announcement. I'm signing up for Ladies Rock Camp through Girls Rock Sacramento. And I'm hoping to get to learn drums. So if all of y'all want to come and see me perform in a band, me and the Ladies Rock Camp will be performing at Blue Lamp, downtown Sac, October 21st. That's Alhambra and N, I believe, right near the freeway across from Starbucks. Hopefully I'll be able to play drums and sing. You're going to see me pound on the skins and perform a couple of covers. Like it's a bucket list, so I'm going to do that. Like I don't have enough going on, but that's what I'm doing in October. I'm auditioning for a martial arts movie, and I'm going to play in a band. Because I just don't do enough. Ooh, air show is today and tomorrow. Guess where I'm going to be driving around. So, that's what I have going on. And that's why I love driving for Lyft. And friends, if you would like a Lyft and you would like to support me, let's hook it up. It's really easy to do. I kind of cheat. Oh, Dr. Rocket Troy Mauvais. Troy, I'm going to be in a band. Did you just miss the announcement or did you hear it? I signed up for Ladies Rock Camp and I'm going to learn the drums. I hope that's the instrument of choice I'm requesting. I'm going to play a couple of covers. You and Julie have to come out to Blue Lamp and see me perform. Yes, it is. 21 years? Wow. What date is that? That's around the... Because I know Little D's birthday is the 22nd. Grandmaster, your birthday and Sam's birthday is the 26th. Is that... Or no, the 24th. Is it the 20... Why am I remembering these numbers? So 24, is that Little D's birthday, and 22 is your anniversary? Do I have flopped? Those numbers are kind of... Anyhow. So if you want to support me doing the Lyft thing and then I can give you a lift, just message me. Melissa! Oh my God, honey, Melissa, how are you doing? Everybody, Melissa Meadows, who just piped in. She is my brand new friend who works emergency flight, the medics, the EMTs that fly around in planes to go save lives. Her and her crew were flown out to Texas, to Houston, to help out with that. I bet, and this is the thing, Melissa, real quick, I messaged you because the hurricane is headed to Florida. Is it going to affect you? I'm still holding off on buying the tickets. The tickets, they keep dropping, by the way, which is interesting, the price of them, because I didn't know if we would have to move the vacation coming to see you later. Like, obviously, we're going to come see you. I just now don't know if it's going to happen at the end of October because of the hurricane making its way through Florida. So please, when you get a chance, I know you're busy as all get out, text me or message me, and let's, number one, make sure you're okay. And see what, and just keep me posted. I'm going to hold off on buying plane tickets for Sam and I until I find out from you, okay? So I've been sending you positive energy like for the longest time now and healing hugs. Yeah. Boy, I just threw a lot out there, didn't I? When is the anniversary, Grandmaster? So Troy, come see me play on the drums and sing at Blue Lamp, October 21st. Oh, the 21st is your anniversary. I had to reread that, Grandmaster. Not that you're celebrating 21 years. I believe it's been longer than that. You're celebrating it on the 21st. Well, that means you're not going to make it out to see me rock out, and that means I'm not going to make it out to celebrate your anniversary. Gosh darn it. We'll have to send each other love via Facebook yet again. Yeah, so that's what I have going on. Little D's birthday is the 24th. 27 years. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Grandmaster. I love you guys so much. Guys and gals, you guys have just been my life, my blood, my family. And we have a lot of family. And you know how that goes. Quantity does not always mean quality. But all is said and done, y'all, I take bullets for you any day of the week. I need to come down to the classes too and come visit again. I wish, I'm telling you, it's been eating at me every day, Grandmaster. I've been wanting to come back and try the training thing again because obviously my schedule allows it, but it doesn't. I'm so freaking busy. My room, don't even look at my room. My room is so gross. I have to clean my room, but I don't take time to clean it because I'm just always, when I'm not sitting down at the computer writing for the Women's International Music Network and figuring out what to do with my podcast, because that took a total turn. Like, I have to figure that out. Noisy Snail Studios is closing their doors, so I need to either kickstart one of my own websites because I bought 3 domains, but I really don't want to pay another company and worry about that. I'm contemplating just doing my own personal website and then have my SoundCloud still do my podcast. I've already talked with the Women's International Music Network about just sort of moving over and doing more with them because they pay me and it's a bigger platform. Huge platform. I'm taking over more responsibilities with them, which I think is awesome. I've been wanting to. I may end up working for CHP, Dispatch. That's an option. I may end up working as a sales and marketing director for an audio company for online. That's been thrown my way. And then, of course, being in a band and being in a martial arts movie, because I just don't apparently do enough at all, do I? Anyhow, I'm going to get back to driving. And peeps say I'm busy. You are busy. You are. We both are, because we're movers, we're shakers, we're innovators, we're goal-oriented, we're ambitious AF. I get it from you. Kind of. You are my driving force. I swear you never sleep, Grandmaster. Oh, that's good to know. Air show gates open at 9 a.m. So I need to be heading out around there now. People will be wanting rides there, huh? I do, Melissa. I do. It's like, I became single. I was seeing somebody really heavily. We kept it on the down low for the first 5 months of this year, actually. I was sort of in this non-relationship relationship, and it ended abruptly at the beginning of May. And I spent about a month and a half really healing from that breakup. Fractured soul, the whole 9 yards. No hate. Absolutely. Still love her. Still love her and her family. Just for the reasons, no need to disclose, it just didn't work out. Even though it felt like it should have worked out. But it didn't. And so now I can finally feel my second wind a lot of me staying busy also kind of helped keep my mind off of it, even though when I'm driving and I'm in between passengers, that's all I could think about. But I'm happy to report that I'm at that space where it's that next level, you know, the moving on part. And I can feel it. Like, it feels good to be out of that depression and out of that sadness that I just harbored for weeks. It was horrible, the feeling and just not getting anything done and just feeling so sad. And it's gone for the most part. So I'm happy to report that. But I'm still staying busy. It's interesting how so much is going to change for me over the next 6 months, and you all will get to find out, and I know you'll be happy for me. So anyhow, I'm going to end this because I need to get back on the road. I'm looking at the time. And I thank everybody for joining me this morning, and I hope you all are going to have a great weekend. Watch out, like I said, I-5 South is probably still a mess from that big rig that caught on fire this morning. So if you're trying to go south on 5 to get to the 50 or 80 interchange, don't even, it's backed up. Like, don't even try. I don't even remember how far back it is because I went north to go to the airport. But like when I came back from the airport, I just cut 80 to Reed through West Sacramento because I wasn't going to mess with that. Air quality is a little bit better. The fires seem to have subsided, at least in our area. A lot of shout out and love and healing hugs to all the victims these hurricanes are just messing with, you know, from Harvey to Irma. It's just intense. And then the 8.0 earthquake that was in Mexico the other day or yesterday. I think 60 deaths are the toll so far. Global warming is real. Armageddon, it's on its way. All I can say is love each other, respect one another. Do not let fear consume your thoughts. It will separate you. It'll separate us as a nation. It'll separate us as a community. Don't let that happen. When there are people that are shouting at you and are scared, and this is a person that this is coming from me. This is a shocker, but just show them love. Don't be afraid to, you know, to cut a bitch because I'm trained. I'm a warrior. I'm trained. Grandmaster knows. You lay your hands on me, it'll be the last thing you ever do. But I will talk to you and I will try and express love to you. Because when people do that out of fear, they're lacking something. And they're scared shitless. And the only way they can respond is with anger and sometimes with violence. It's out of absolute fear. So try not to let the fear consume you. We are not as divided as you think. Do not let social media, do not let media convince you otherwise. There are things happening in the world, but it's minuscule to the love, the compassion, the motivation, and the inspiration that still exists. So do not let that get ignored. And how can you do this? On social media, please share more love and positivity and share less of the fear and the hatred. Believe it or not, you're fueling it by doing that. You can read it. I'm just saying, don't share it. Share, when you see something horrible, share something wonderful. Squash that out. Number 2, in person, hug, eye contact, smile. Strangers, friends, do it. You'd be surprised. It makes a person's day. People are going through really rough times, including you and I. But if we stay stuck in that feeling, it's never going to get better. So those are the 2 ways that you can be the change you wish to see in the world. This is Myki signing off. Remember, every day that you wake up, you determine how your day will go. So manifest to be your best. I love you and have a great Saturday.